Hi everybody. There's been quite a few questions and confusion about how we're meant to be updating our DayZ Nitrado private servers on Xbox and PlayStation. And in this video I'm going to show you how I've done it. Now this isn't the way that Nitrado tell you to do it, but what I can confirm is that by doing this way, it definitely introduces the new items into your servers. It definitely introduces the new mechanics, in other words, being able to build flagpoles. Yeah, it does seem to work. Now, when you log into your Nitrado account, you'll see these notifications. And they say, to use the new DayZ mission files, please follow these steps. Stop your game server, wait 5 minutes, rename your old mission folder found in the file browser. Doesn't matter what to, and restart your server. Now that worried me a little bit when I read it, because on PC anyway, the mission folders also can include the databases of things like characters. And if you rename the mission folder, you lose all your progression. Now, I don't know if this is the case with Xbox or PlayStation, but I didn't want to take the risk. So I didn't want to do it that way. And it's not the way we've done it in any of the other previous updates where we weren't forced to do a fresh install. Now, I know that Bohemia Interactive do recommend on private custom servers that you do fresh installs, but you know, I've got people who've got bases and got lots of stuff in, and I don't really want to do it unless it's mandatory. In other words, unless they do it on the public servers. So what I did instead was, say this is my PlayStation server. So I go into the settings, and then I would go down to settings general. And my theory is that all we've had to do in the past is just change the XML files. And then what I do is I change the XML files back to vanilla, so the 1.09 update XML files. And then over the next few days, I will go in and I will update my modded XML files to be compatible with the 109. In fact, I tend to do it the other way. I add my mods, my XML mods, into the 1.09 files, so that I'm getting my custom guns, I'm getting the sword, I'm getting the cannabis, I'm getting the books, getting all that good stuff, but also we'll be getting the flags and the deagle and the revolver and all that sort of stuff. So by doing this, you are resetting your server back to default vanilla XML mods, but people aren't losing their progress. So they won't be losing their character, and they won't be losing their buildings. So the first thing I did was I stopped the server there, so click stop server. Then I would go down to the reset mission XML to default. So I would click on that, so that is clicked, and then I would save that, and then I would restart the server. The server would go and restart. Then I would untick that once it was finished, and I would save that. And that's basically all I did. And I've been in and I've checked that definitely the flagpole building mechanic works, because I've been able to build a flagpole kit, and I've been in and I've checked the types.xml, and they include things like the deagle. So there we go. So that's how I've updated my Nitrado stuff, and I know definitely this way you definitely keep your progression as well, because my characters are still there. And then over the next few days I'll be updating my XMLs to be compatible with 109. I'll then upload those, and they will slowly replace the vanilla XML. So there we go. Now whether you choose to do this or not is up to you, because this is a different way of doing it from what Nitrado say the way they're saying to do it. As far as I can see, what they're basically saying is that if you go into your file browser, see, they're saying rename that. Now if you so if you rename the DayZ missions folder, basically what happens is when the game starts again, it's going to rebuild the server again with the new files in. But I kind of think that that we can't alter some of these files, like the init.c, but I think hidden in here as well, it's in the DB especially. We can't actually see it on Xbox. This is where you have your database for your characters. So anyway, but it might not work. I mean, I've reached out to a couple of people to see who've done it this way, to see if it's made any, if they've kept their character progression, they kept their bases, and they've kept and they've got the new stuff. But I haven't had any replies yet, so I don't know. But if you're worried about doing it the way that Nitrado say, if you do it the way that I'm doing, it does seem to work. So there we go. Hopefully that's useful. If you have done it the way Nitrado have said, and it all seems to be okay, then please put some questions or please put some comments in the boxes down below the video. That'd be really, really, really helpful. Anyway, that's enough from me, and I'll see you again soon.